Welcome back. In the next few minutes we're going to have a good look at how quick and easy it is to set up web application availability monitoring from various points across the globe using Azure Application Insights. Clearly there are a number of reasons as to why you would actually want to know about the availability of your website. If you've got a business online, any downtime means loss of revenue, and it's important that you understand whether your site is available and in fact performing well. So first things first, we log into the Azure portal and we go into the Application Insights workspace. If you haven't got one, just add one to your Azure portal by clicking on the plus and signing up for Application Insights. Next we scroll down to availability, click that, and on the blade that opens up we would now see the tests that are currently set up. There aren't any, so click on add, and the next blade allows us to literally configure the test quite simply. First we'll give our test a name, in our case homepage, and we select a type. So there's two types: simple ping test, or in fact multi-step web test, but they're a bit more complex and they're also chargeable ones, so we won't deal with them today. Next we actually enter the URL of the website or the page that we want to test. In our case we just use a blog, and then we scroll down and select a test frequency and in fact the locations we want to run the tests from. You can configure up to 5 locations. By default it's all the American ones. Let's untick a few and add a few across the globe. When we're done we click on OK, and we can also look for specific success criteria. We can set a timeout value, a response code, and also a content match. That actually means that we have to look for a particular string or words on the page that we're loading or testing. We can enter that in, and the content of the response at test runtime has to actually match for the test to be successful. If the test can't find those words, it will actually flag it as an error and you will get a notification. Set up your alert rules so you can decide how many locations actually have to fail before an alert goes up. Click on create, and as you can see the availability test is being created. While we're at it, we'll create another test. This time we test for an actual blog post as opposed to the home page. Could be any page on the site. Go through the same again, a URL ping test, give it the URL, grab it from the browser, and we'll paste it back in. Same procedure again, we select our test locations from the various Azure data centers. Up to 5 can be selected. It's actually quite surprising how different the response times are between those, and it's quite valuable information. Define your success criteria for this particular page as well to make sure that the content is present when the test runs. Click on create and we have a second test. You can see them listed homepage and shortly blog post test. As you can see, the tests are still grayed out, and it's going to take a while for them to actually kick in. So at this point we really just have to sit back, relax, and watch it all unfold. After a while, things will start to happen, and you can see that an alert rule has just activated in the top right corner. The tests aren't quite ready yet, but we'll click on refresh and see what happens. We can click through on the tests, and the blade opens up, and we'd normally see details here, but it's still grey, so nothing's happened yet. Still have to wait. Okay, back in the portal. After a while, click into the Application Insights workspace, and you can see that things are starting to happen. We've actually got an alert on the dashboard there. Clicking through on that will show us some details as to why the alert has triggered. So we can see that we've actually got the blog post test passing, it's green, and we have an alert on the home page test. Going back to the availability, we can now see that the tests are active and things are starting to happen. And we can also see the failures. So blog post test passing successfully, currently only from one location, the other ones haven't kicked in yet, but at least from one location we're starting to see things happen. Got response time, successful tests, failed tests. So why is the home page alerting and not passing, you might ask? Well, let's have a look. So we'll click on the home page, and it will show us some of the response times and the locations that are actually all failing. So click and edit the test, because I actually know why the test was failing. We put a success criteria in, and we were looking for content, for words that are not appearing on that particular page. So all we have to do to fix this is to simply remove the content match test. Click on OK and OK again, and after a little while the modified test will play back just a normal test script without looking for a content match, and will start to pass. While we wait for that to happen, we can actually also have a bit of a drill down into that error. So we pick one of the failed transactions, the red dots, click on it. We'll see the actual test. Drill down on the error, and it will give us the actual request headers and response bodies and the error messages. With regard to it, it will actually explicitly tell us that it failed because of the content match rule. And there you have it. After a while, this will actually start to build out with all the transactions running. Our availability percentage will go up, no alerts. Click through. Everything's green now, so the two transactions, the two tests are passing. We can see homepage transaction coming up as well of 42%, and that will just keep building out. And that is it. That's all I wanted to show today. I hope you enjoyed the video, that you got something out of it, and I guess I'll see you next time.